appreciate the most is the bridge that you drew between management and associates. Because there was always like a wedge. A lot of people have a lot of good ideas, they have a lot of information, but they're afraid to say anything. It's impressive what you did.
At the end of the day, we always want to be cognizant of every dollar we spent. But I was being penny wise, pound foolish. What Undercover Boss really taught me is we've got to reinvest. Because if my associates are happy, we have a fighting chance of making our customers happy. As a result of Undercover Boss, not only am I feeling personally healthier, I know the company is healthier. The chains that were pulled off my neck when I was working out, those same chains were lifted off the associates because they now hear that they have a voice that will be heard.
See, this changed from a paycheck to a good job. You know, that makes all difference.
That's great. Great seeing you.
Yeah. See you
All the best. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
We walk you downstairs.
This is the kind of thing that we've got to make sure happens.
Mark Mallory, the mayor of Cincinnati, was the only government official in Undercover Boss history to go undercover.
All right.
People still comment to me about the fat suit that I wore.
Okay.
Or about the dreads that I had in my hair, or the beard and mustache. Some people tell me I look better with the hair on.
Okay.
When I was doing Undercover Boss, I was expecting to maybe find a lot of disgruntled employees. I was expecting to maybe hear about how tough it is to be a city employee in this environment.
Good hair!
What I ended up finding were people who are very committed to public service.
Right now, my oldest son, he's in a nursing home.
He's in a nursing home?
Yeah, he has cerebral palsy.
I really became focused and very invested in what I was doing when I was sitting in the cafe having coffee and donuts with the meter maid.
Nobody should ever go through that, you know, leaving their child because they can't take care of them.
I think then I started to realize this is beyond just doing a television show. I'm actually affecting someone's life here. I have some friends that want to help out.
Okay.
And buy you a van that has a wheelchair ramp in it. You're welcome. But it also brought to me a new commitment and a renewed commitment to public service.
All right, here we are.
Well, after Undercover Boss, I continued to go out and work with employees because I wanted to see what some of the other challenges were.
We have quite a few buildings that we got to get demolished in a very short amount of time.
Okay. Well, what do you say we get to it? Do I need some safety equipment?
Yeah, we got a hard hat here for you.
Today, I'm going to be going to help demolish a house.
Yeah, there you go. Building inspector.
We have 500 or 600 buildings in the city of Cincinnati that are vacant, that need to be demolished.
This handle here,
Right.
moves the stick in and out.
These are blighted properties that need to be torn down and give us the opportunity to rebuild some of our communities.
You're doing good.
When you have an experience like I've had on Undercover Boss, you get a new perspective that allows you to dig deeper, to go into some of the areas that you think you know, that you don't really know.
I gotta tell you, this is kind of therapeutic.
It is therapeutic.
That was fun. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir,
Thanks a
anytime.
lot.
Undercover Boss didn't just change my life. I think it changed the lives of a lot of mayors across the country. I've heard from mayors that I see at our annual conferences who say that they have gone on jobs too because they saw me on the show. That's a great feeling.
Yeah, this looks great.
When Dina Dwyer Owens, CEO of the Dwyer Group, went undercover in her own company, she discovered that there was a great need to help women in the workplace.
You know, in doing the Undercover Boss show, what I learned is that there are women out there who are incredible at working on the front line.
You are the epitome of what Don Dwyer would have looked for in one of our team members.
Thank you.
You're an incredible technician, and you're an incredible mother, and you're an incredible wife. So what I'd like for you to do is have you spend time with me creating this new program, and you'll help me, you know, reach out maybe to women. Are you willing to help me with that?
Absolutely. I think it'd be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
I'm just a little country girl from nowhere.
You're an amazing country girl from nowhere.
Thank you.
Today, only about 4% of our frontline team members are women. So we've started a new program in Tana Marino, and it's helping a committee bring more women into the trades.
These are all women cut? These are all women cut pants.
Yeah.
Are they all about the same?
Hi.
Hello, Tana. How are you?
Good. Can't wait to see the uniforms.
I'm grateful that Tana can now set an example for other women. So she can show other women, if I can do it, you can do it. Since an early age, my dad grounded me in my faith. I can almost hear him saying, Dina, get out there and make a difference today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dina Dwyer Owens.
Good morning. Thank you, Diane.
I had an opportunity to speak to a Catholic women's group, and it was all about how do you live your faith in the workplace?
Some of you may know Don Dwyer. Don is my father and the founder of the Dwyer Group. He began the Dwyer Group with what he coined his code of values.
My faith now has just gotten even deeper than what it was before, because what I heard again from viewers is that they were thankful that somebody at my level running an organization as big as the Dwyer Group of companies was willing to be honest and upfront about their faith.
How are you, Pauline?
I'm good. I did see the episode that you were on, yes, and it was such a good show. And
Being invited to speak before groups, especially groups of faithful people, is very humbling, because who am I to speak to them? But I guess the good news is maybe I'm doing something right, and I can only give God the credit for that He's working through me to touch people's lives, because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters is what I'm doing making a positive difference in the lives of the people I touch.
I like to whip cream people in the face.
Some bosses who've gone undercover have been confronted with situations that have required them to take drastic measures.
You gotta try to call me tonight.
It's my duty to have a discussion about Jacqueline and her future.
This is not how we run restaurants here.
I'm gonna go see your supervisor, and I'm gonna find out what's going on here at this call center.
She blew it. I'm about to just flip out here.
Rick Silva, president and CEO of Checkers, was a boss undercover when he experienced every boss's nightmare.
So if you go on overtime, I can take you outside and beat you up, right?
A restaurant so bad, it had to be shut down.
Why would I want to work for you with the way you talk to people inside there?
I would say that you couldn't handle the job.
I'm CEO for this company. You don't belong in that restaurant. Right here, right now, we're going to shut the restaurant down.
It was a difficult decision to shut the restaurant down that night. At that moment, I forgot the cameras were there. I was in one of my restaurants and things weren't right. I had an employee who wasn't happy. I had a manager who wasn't doing things right. And it was my job to make them right. I'm at that Checkers restaurant that I shut down when I was on Undercover Boss, and I want to see how it's doing now.
Welcome,
Hey,
Mr.
Leo.
Egg. How are you?
Good, very, very good.
Welcome to my son.
We put a new manager at this restaurant. His name is Leo, and he has made very important changes to the restaurant. When I was here with the Undercover Boss show, my biggest concern was training.
How much training did we give you? I didn't get any training here. I trained myself.
This book show everybody know the procedures and handle the food.
So every single employee has gone through the training?
Every single employee.
Every single employee is trained and certified in every single position. That wasn't what was going on when I got here that night at Undercover Boss.
Body size orange, sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I love the feeling of teamwork. I love the respect. Hey, Todd, good to see you. Always good to see you. That night when I was here, Todd was a team member who wanted to go back to school.
I always wanted to be a chef since I was in the 7th grade. Went to school for it. I had to stop going to school.
Why'd you stop? It seems like you really love it.
I'm all about my mom and my family, helping her out.
I love to see you smiling like this. This is a level of confidence that you didn't have that night when I was here.
I know.
I was so disappointed that night that Todd wasn't feeling comfortable in his restaurant.
How late can you stay?
I would never let somebody talk to me like that.
I do it because I need to help my mom.
How does it make you feel?
Like I'm worthless. I just wanted to work. I just need a job.
Things have changed in the restaurant. Everyone is a team now. We're very supportive towards each other. Everyone treats one another with the utmost respect. I look forward to waking up in the morning and going to work now.
I'm very relieved to be able to come back and understand that today his manager is treating him with the respect that he deserves. So tell me about you.
Right now I'm striving to be shift manager.
I want to talk about that, about your development. One of the things that we offered you was the opportunity to go to school, and I know you've been incredibly busy and you haven't had a chance to take advantage of that opportunity. But is there any way that you can get to that and get to school and start going? Yes? Oh,
absolutely. My mind hasn't changed about going to school. Most likely I'll be going to school during the summer.
Honestly, that makes me more happy than everything that's happened in this restaurant. I really want to see if you can make that happen. We're gonna shake on it?
Shake on it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Rick has made a big difference. My life has changed dramatically since Undercover Boss. I'm planning to go into culinary school during the summertime. I'm honestly proud of myself since the show. Today I feel very confident. I can speak up for myself and I'm not afraid to say anything I have to say. I appreciate him for everything he's done.
Hello. I am so impressed with this restaurant. You're #1 in South Florida. You're #3 in the entire company. But what I saw in there, what I felt in there, that's what really gets me excited. Because what I saw in there was teamwork. I got a totally different feeling. And that gives me confidence that it'll keep getting better and keep getting better. So I've decided that I want to give this restaurant $15,000 to thank you for the incredible difference that I've seen here today. Because I want everybody to get an extra bonus.
They deserve it, yes.
More money's always good, right? More money's better than less money. I like that, right?
Always.
The Undercover Boss experience has made me a better leader. One of the things that I realized is that there's always more that we can do to support our employees so that they can improve their lives and really improve Checkers and Rallies for everybody's benefit. Right, Leo? Thank you. Congratulations. Good job. #3. On your way to #1.
All right, yes. Thank you.
I love that.
When Rick Tigner, the CEO of Kendall Jackson Wine Estates, went undercover in his own company, he discovered some serious problems.
Every job has its both you got to deal with. My job just happens to have a lot of both.
One of the most surprising, crazy days was obviously the day with Renee, the truck driver.
They tell you this or that or try to give you attitude. I mean, the first thing that comes to your mind is you.
No teamwork kind of a thing, or
I'm on Team Renee.
For me to see individuals out there not working as a team frustrates me. But I don't believe you can be a team when you're just one person.
At the end of the day, customer service, all that. Yeah. I've had this problem with this guy a couple times now. Tempers flare. Ended up almost fighting the guy. Got really bad.
That was shocking. I was mad almost the whole time, but I learned a lot. The one thing I talked about was concierge level of service. And what I realized right away was we weren't providing concierge level of service. Today, 2 years later, Renee no longer actually works for the company, but we now have a code of conduct. Now we have driver rules and regulations. We have a better morale inside the truck driving department that we have. So it's a much better business today than before I met Renee. During the shooting, one of the moments I had that was an aha moment for me was actually in the field trying to communicate with our farm workers. And the fact that we just couldn't communicate with it.
Hi, I'm Jake. So, how long have you guys worked here?
You'll be needing this. It's English-Spanish dictionary.
Do you know Spanish?
I don't yet.
You don't? I don't even see the word how in here.
That's the Spanish side.
Oh.
Laura couldn't communicate. I was trying to read from a book. That was embarrassing. The amazing part is we have done lots to fix it.
So, Fernando, what did you write?
Irma is working.
Irma
on the table.
is working.
We do English classes for Spanish-speaking employees. ¿Cómo la va en clase de inglés? Muy bien. Yes. Qué bueno. We do Spanish classes for English-speaking employees. So I'm learning some Spanish too. How am I doing? Muy bien. The great thing that we've done is we're bringing our English-speaking employees and our Spanish-speaking employees together for new hire tours, new hire orientations, management classes.
This is my first time I take these classes, and I'm a truck driver. That's the first company I work for. They do this, and I really appreciate it.
It's all the things that you do after the show that make this show great. Management training, language training, promotion from within, all came due to the experience on Undercover Boss. Esmeralda, Tony, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
¿Qué uvas están cultivando?
Aquí estamos cultivando Chardonnay.
Muy bonitas. Doing Undercover Boss is amazing how much it did change the culture of Kendall Jackson, the things that we do today. And I would do it again.